Vile arts are my painted canvas that I hang over your false sins. So dark and cruel to wish it was not a part of your clean kin. I sentenced your glory to eternity in mind. Many contracts I signed to keep alive your story. The night today I am of you, you might be too, that people say. Cloaked in evil, drenched in night, my cloak so feeble, your cloak, the light. This video is about one of the, in my opinion, most interesting things about life. This video is not about love, about emotions, art, debating, or anything related to living. This video is about the end of it all, the eternal end, the state from which you can't return. This video is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while, or rather, is about something I've wanted to let my thoughts out on for a while. For obvious reasons, I won't be stating the true name of the topic, because I don't want to risk any issues with YouTube. And again, if you missed the warning somehow, don't watch this video if you are sensitive to the end of life. The end of life has known many different forms throughout human history. From reincarnation to eternal damnation, to heaven, to some other forms of afterlife. I think these are all quite positive ways to see things, because they all involve being able to experience things in life when life is not in the picture anymore. Even in hell, you are still somehow conscious and able to feel what is happening to you. Life is not truly gone in a way. And then there is nothing. A view where the end of life is what it says it is. The end. Not darkness, not blackness, not eternal sleep, just nothing at all. A white canvas, an empty space, a blank page. Very pessimistic, many think. I used to think this too. Everyone, of course, dreams of being able to experience the joys of life when life can't give you those anymore. Of course, we want to maximize our joy forever. Our minds are wired in a way where we search for joy, and without life, there is no more joy. An afterlife reopens the joy door, another chance at fulfillment. I have never truly believed in an afterlife, yet I've always hoped for one. It is hard to accept that you will never experience anything anymore once these couple years on Earth are over. In fact, it's saddening to a point where the afterlife is our only hope. Or it was mine at least. It is hard to accept, but difficult tasks can always be won. If you were able to somewhat understand the poem in the beginning, you will know where I am going. Do you know what a photon is? You do, right? It's a particle of light, right? So, light is just a bunch of... yes, photons. What is the opposite of light? Dark. So, what is dark made up of? Nothing. That's strange. Dark is just the absence of light. So dark just means with no light. So why do children hate the dark so much, if it isn't anything at all? That's right, they can't see in the dark. They don't know what scary stuff could be there. Being in a lit room makes them feel safer. They can see everything, and they can understand it all. They are not scared of the dark. They are scared of what could be in the dark. In the same way, they do not have to love light. They can just experience everything better and can see everything clearly. I think the same is true for life. During life, we can experience everything we do, and we know how life works. We know that we wake up, and that we eat, and sleep, and drink, and think, and move. we know all about life. We can see the things in life, we can understand them. But understanding things without life is not possible. In the same way, children can't see in the dark. The world with no life might be scary. It might be nothing. It might be amazing. The absence of life is not what scares us. It's what could be hiding in that state of existence. In any way, I think the way to think about the end that gives presence of life the most value is the end where the end is nothing. It's where the end does what it's supposed to do. It ends it all off. It makes sure of no other way than to experience life and to not experience death. It gives life the most value, in my opinion. If there truly is no other state in this universe where I can experience in, and truly no other way to be able to do what I do in life, life is infinitely valuable. The end gets a bad name, when the end is the only thing necessary to make life. The end does nothing more than take all the blame, and lets life shine in all its glory. It gives life its value. It is not something to be afraid of, if you think about life and the end in those ways. Would I mind not waking up tomorrow? Would I be content? These questions pop up in my mind every so often, and I answer the former with no, and the latter with yes. That is the way I live my life. I want to be content with the choices I've made and the chances I've taken. I want to be fulfilled at every step and corner of my life, even when there will be more to come. If I want to do something, I do it. Not only to be happy, but to avoid regret when I don't. Do you think you like to avoid the end? Do you think you're really that afraid? You might not be as scared as you think. Do you drive a car ever? Or go into traffic at all? Do you eat food that isn't sterilized and checked for poisoning? Do you hit every single micronutrient minimum every day? I don't think that these things seem very strange to do or not do, and they aren't. But they all, in their own ways, can decrease your distance to the end. If we were really so scared, I think we would live differently. I think that when we consciously think of the end, it's terrifying. But when we do stuff without thinking about it, we feel fine, right as rain. I think some people have been screaming for this quote to be included in the video. Why should I fear the end? If I am, the end is not. If the end is, I am not. Why should I fear that which can only exist when I do not? Epicurus. And I think I kind of agree with it. The only thing I don't agree with is the reasoning behind not fearing the end. I think not fearing it has more to do with it just not being so scary in the first place, rather than the way in which we might not experience it at all. Seeing it as the thing that gives life value helped me in accepting the end, which is ironic, since the end seems to be nothing at all.